started the stream. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work. I'm not going to hold up because of it, but I really wanted to have a good stream for tonight and tomorrow. Is it coming up now?
Yeah. I won't be able to watch it because I don't have that much screen space.
And your plane doesn't have one of those 43-inch screens mounted just outside, huh? Like mine?
No.
So I put myself on the runway by mistake, so I need to fix that. So I need to go back. That means I gotta set the whole plate up again, because it doesn't save your last settings when you go back to menu, which is really stupid. At least FSX did that. Alright, fill up the fuel tanks, because I don't like leaving unless I'm full. It's gonna be a Paho. We're gonna go PASW.
Right,
we're gonna put ourselves, where are you parking yourself so I don't conflict?
I'm in 5, so if you
6.
go to 4, you'll be next to me.
I was going to 6 because of my OCD.
What is 6
having it be the
behind me?
August 6th, 0900. I am set for all players live traffic. And I am on West USA. So I think I'm good.
You can turn AI traffic off.
Oh,
you can do all players. Yeah, it's up to you.
I'm already past that point, so
okay.
I won't mess with it now. All right, people who are on my stream, sorry about the technical glitches getting us going. Game is loading. This is Rusty's gig, or Dusty. Sorry, this is Dusty's gig. So we're gonna let him do most of the guidance and talking here about what we're doing.
Yep, and then you do yours tomorrow.
Mine will be tomorrow at noon Central Time, which is 1800 Zulu UTC.
Right.
All right, I have overcast skies. How about you? And fog.
Yeah, it's a bit weathery here.
Okay. I don't see you, which bothers me. And I am set to all players.
Yeah, just as long as you didn't set to live players. Of course, that wouldn't let you change the time. All right, what am I missing in the checklist?
Live weather.
Battery switch is on. Make sure it's set to rich.
Oh yeah,
make sure switches are on.
TOS system test. Okay.
I need to fix my payload because I didn't put my weight in there. Now everybody watching knows how much I weigh.
The plane won't start.
Yeah, so mine doesn't. I had issues once I cooked up my throttle quadrant and stuff. The 172, if I go through the checklist and start it via that way, it doesn't start. I have to use, which is no big deal. So I put a start button on my one of my extra buttons.
Oh, I think so. The fuel selector is confusing.
On the
I think it was set to a tank, and I accidentally turned it off.
That'll do it.
I expected it to start out as off. All right, AV's on.
Oh, I need a little bit of light in here. Turn down my AVs. Engine start. Mixture rich.
TOS system test. Okay.
Origin is P.
And I have to redo it, my flight plan. Remember how I pre-did it? I did it wrong, so now I'm going to fix it. I sent myself all the way up to our second destination by mistake. That's okay, I can edit it in game. That's the whole point, right?
Destination is...
Flight plan, edit. Let's come down to here, and we're going to change him.
Seldovia. We're going to follow the straight path, though. Now, let's get ATIS up. Or ASOS in this case. 135.65.
And we're going to Papa Alpha Sierra William, right? No, that's our second one.
Papa
Papa Alpha Sierra Oscar.
Sierra Oscar, yeah.
Papa. That's why I did it wrong. I had it wrong in my cheat sheet. Sierra.
Alright, we're landing departing runway 22.
Okay.
Which is good. That's the direction we want to go.
It also means we're not taking off into a mountain, which is kind of nice.
Is there a mountain? I thought it was pretty flat out here.
Well, there's a warning about takeoff in that direction in the on the chart. If we take it off on runway 4, that there's a hill there. I'd have to go back and look, but there was something about takeoff that direction. Kind of a warning. And we're doing 240.
3018.
Runway 22 is heading 218.
Alright. Shut that off.
Wind bugs are set. Wind indicator is set. Taxi lights on. I have rudder pedals now, so it's a little extra complicated for me.
Ooh, jealous.
No, I'm going to be driving like a drunk man tonight. So.
Right,
On the
so last
ground,
week
at
it
least.
was a new yoke. This week it's
This week the
new
excuse
rudder.
is the rudders. Yeah. See, every week I'm just going to find something new to add for an excuse.
Yes.
All right, so we're taxiing the 22.
Yep.
I still don't have you for some reason. I don't know why. I know I'm set to all players now, so I don't know what the deal is. Oh, we have to taxi up the runway.
Oh yeah, we're back taxiing. I see that.
Somebody's doing loops in the air above us.
Oh yeah.
Let me double check my server settings. US West,
Oh.
right?
Here, let me check my server because I probably yes, I was set to US East because I was joining somebody else
Okay.
earlier
So
this week.
I'm currently approaching the runway. Yeah, somebody's buzzing the runway with a tail dragger at like really high speed. And I need to go right
Okay.
onto the runway.
So I'm on US West now.
Okay. So in theory you'll be able to see me.
There you are. You're on the other side.
Oh, I was on the other side, yeah. Look at this guy. Serious aerobatics over the runway here.
Oh yeah, Alaska Aviation.
Oh, I don't have tags on. And I'm not going to go out to turn them on. I can find you easy enough. Maybe not in this fog, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we might be navigating some weather.
Yeah. That's okay. Weather's fun. I'm only 3 Celsius, so we are going to have icing problems in this weather.
I noticed that too. The ATIS, or the AWAS said basically temperature 0, which has me a little concerned.
Yeah. Unless we fix that, we're going to have icing. There's no good place for me to do a run-up. I'm going to pull off on the left here. There's a small area. I'm going to pull over here and do my run-up. Okay, it's on the charts. It apparently doesn't exist in the game. Never mind my drunken driving. I'll do it up at the end of the runway now. Oh, hey Nicole, I just saw your post. So, before we take off, are we going to do something about this weather, or are we going to try to stick it out?
Let's try to stick it out.
Okay. Looks like
See
there's a
what it looks
little
like
bit
up
of an
there.
area on the right up here to pull off and turn
We
around.
should
No,
at
it's
least
not,
be
it's
able to
just
get over to
cracked.
Seldovia. And once we get up in the air, we'll get a better look around.
Okay. I gotta go through my run up. Forgot to do that before. Ooh, I just heard that guy
This
as he
guy's
buzzed us.
Yup. He just gave me a haircut.
I mean, it's kind of cool being in a live game and having somebody do that.
Right.
Have you noticed that ground traffic, like cars on highways, drive on the wrong side of the road?
No, I haven't.
It seems like since either the last update or the one before that, like there'll be a freeway and they'll just be driving up the wrong side half the time.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I may have noticed that once or twice.
I mean, I don't look at it that often, but sometimes I'm taking off near a city or landing near a city, and I'll look down at the highway and I'll be like, yep, that guy's about to kill 500, 50 people driving down the road on the wrong side. Checklist almost complete. I'm ready to rumble. Turn off taxi, turn on land. The one thing I've really liked about having the pedals is the braking, how I can brake on one side only.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
really
jealous.
handy for maneuvering tight spaces. Like I just did that to turn in front of you. Why don't you get ahead, because you're our leader here.
Yep. I'm just answering a text here.
Okay, that's okay. We're about to get a haircut, so.
Okay,
This
I'm
guy's
ready.
Coming up the runway.
Okay, we got clearance.
You head out, I'll go behind you.
All right, so not much past the end of the runway. We're basically going to make a maybe at least a 90-degree to the left. Once you get up in the air to the left, you'll see kind of a spit of land.
Yep,
If you got your sectional or whatever, you'll
I've
be able
got,
to see
well,
it.
I've got GPS too, so.
Oh, yeah, you do. It is
What's your
foggy,
climb,
but I
what's
can
your
see
climb like?
through.
Oh, we didn't tell me what we're climbing to, by the way.
Oh, this is like 1,000, no more than that. Unless you want to, you can get
No, I'm good
just
at
whatever
1,000.
just whatever you can climb up to get over the water.
Oh shit, the guy giving me a haircut, I just hit him head on.
We'll have to file an accident report.
That's his fault. Wow, you climbed steep.
This is the X Cub. It can do like 14, 15, 1600 a minute. Easy.
I mean, I'm climbing at 1,000, and 172's working a little to do that.
Oh, yeah. As long as you're at sea level.
I'm at 600 feet. And you turned left, you said?
Left, yeah.
Okay. I started to the right, so I gotta fix that.
Well, that'll give you more room to climb up.
Well, to the right is the direction of the airport we were headed to.
No, it's kind of straight ahead. It's at about a heading of 194 from the airport.
Yeah. Okay, right, sorry. Alright, I'm at 1,000. What's your cruise speed gonna look like?
I'm at 2,000. I'm just
Oh,
basically
you're
gonna
going
climb.
up to 2,000? Okay.
Yeah, I'm basically just climbing for to get over the water. Well, you're way out there over the water.
Well, that's where we were headed, right?
Oh yeah, but see what I was mentioning, the spit of land.
Oh,
If you,
behind
I'm
me?
following the spit of land.
Got it.
I
Got it.
mentioned that 90 degrees, 90
Right.
degree left at the end of the runway.
That's
That's
why
where
you
I
did
went.
that. Okay. I'll come left. I don't know where you are.
That's what you would do to
Yeah, to make sure
Yeah.
that if I go down, I don't.
cross. Exactly.
Yeah.
Give yourself more safety.
Are you to my left or right?
I am to your left.
Okay. And is 2,000 our cruise altitude, or are we going higher?
Well, as soon as I get over the water, I'm going to go back to under 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Especially since I'm starting to get into the clouds over here.
Yeah, I'm not liking it. I'm going to drop back.
I got up to about 3,500. I've got an easy glide to the land in front of me, so I'm going to come down. One of these days, I'm going to do a simulated engine failure.
Well, that would be cool to do.
Yeah, just
And
to
then
sort
if we're
of.
doing it live, I could be following you and watch you go down.
Yeah. To see if I make it
And
to safety.
wave as I go by.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm dropping back down to 1,000, and I'm also and I'm doing it very gently, just so you know. I'm not in any rush.
All right, I'm going to start turning
I don't know where you are,
along
so
the
I
coast.
don't want to mess you up. But.
My landing lights aren't on. I can turn them on. That should help.
Oh, you're way the hell out there. Okay. I'll drop airspeed way down too. Then once I level off. I kind of porked this one on the takeoff. I wasn't following what you were saying about that strip of
Oh, yeah.
land. Now that I look at the map and pay attention to it, I follow what you did. Makes a lot more sense than what I did. I just don't have as far to fall if something happens, that's all.
Do you see where I'm at now? If
Yeah,
you
I
look to
see
your
your
left.
lights. I see it.
Okay.
I'm just going to putter along here slow along the edge of this bay. And
Yeah, I'll
waste a
cut
little
along
time.
these islands.
Yeah, when you go over me, just let me know, and I'll turn back to our heading.
Well, you're in front of me. I mean, if you did sort of a 270 to the left, you would probably join right up with me.
Okay.
I'm currently at about 1,500.
I'm at 1,000, and I'm only doing not fast enough. I was only doing 85 knots. I don't know what speed you're running at.
I'm in the yellow right now, but I'm leveling off, and I'll bring the RPMs down a little bit.
Okay. Once you establish airspeed, just let me know.
Yeah, there you are, right in front of me.
Second leg, I can
Right,
do a
your
little
turn.
better at keeping track of things. This was such a short flight too, so.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm coming around to 195 now.
I'm at a heading of 215.
Okay. Well, once you pass me, I can come back over.
Yeah, you should see me. I just passed kind of ahead of you. On the left.
On the left, okay. Oh yeah, okay.
I'm on your left, yeah.
All right. Yes, that A pillar's right in the way. There you are, okay.
Let me get it down to about 115 indicated. That's 970 feet altitude.
I'm gonna lower it around 1,000. You're lower than 900 now.
I'm at 870. Did you
Really?
set your did
Oh,
you set your altimeter?
yeah, 3019er.
I have 3016.
Yeah, it's close
18,
enough.
3018, so it's very close.
Yeah, I guess maybe you're only a couple hundred feet below me.
I'm not quite trimmed. I keep descending a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, because to me it looks like you're 200 feet above those trees, if that.
Yeah, and I'm about 750 right now.
Okay. Might just be the angle I'm looking at. So we're gonna just follow along the coast, right?
Yeah, we'll now that we got to this side, we'll head over that point.
Okay.
Come to the right a little bit.
One of the things that's really nice with the yoke is I've got a button that I can use. I don't know if you know, there's a view mode where it looks like you kind of stand up a little taller in the cockpit.
Oh yeah.
And I've got that on a hot button now, so when I want to like look over the nose of my plane to find you, I can easily do that without changing my other view settings.
Yeah,
Really
which
nice.
I forgot I left on because from taxiing. For the keyboard, it's space, so it's pretty easy to hit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I must have changed it. My space doesn't do anything. I changed a bunch of the keys though because I got used to certain things in FSX and didn't want to have to learn them again.
Mm.
I saw no point if there was no reason to change it. So I'm at about 115 knots, about
Okay.
850 feet. I'm right behind you. I'm good.
I'm at about 107 knots, so you'll catch up.
I'm coming down to around there, so 109, 110, somewhere in there. I'm having a little trouble trimming it up. There we
Yeah,
go.
trimming's not easy.
We're trimmed good now, and I'm at 109. Give it a little throttle because I'm losing speed. And what's our angle for this airport?
We're gonna come in on runway 34.
So we're going to circle.
Yeah, we're basically gonna go do a kind of a left-hand pattern.
Over the hills.
Yeah, if you watch me, if you look on the map, there's a bay
Yeah,
sort
I
of
see
leading
that.
into runway 34.
Yeah.
You basically follow that water and kind of go. You almost go just over or even between the trees.
Got it.
So it's not a strict, downwind and base. You just kind of follow the terrain.
Got it. Alaska's beautiful to fly.
Isn't it?
I've been doing
Yeah, I
some
kinda
Hawaii.
like-
I've been doing some Hawaii lately, and it's gorgeous, the scenery.
There's the strip right there on the left.
Yeah, I suspect I'll see it momentarily. Yep.
I kind of like it with the weather like this too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna already sort of try to get down to about 500.
And the temperature's fine. We're at 2 Celsius, so. You're coming down around 500, you said?
Yeah, because if you're still at 1,000 on your downwind, you're gonna be too high.
I'm coming down. Leave off some airspeed too.
Yeah, in fact, I got to level off, bleed some speed, get down into the white arc.
I lost sight of you. I
Flaps
don't know where you went.
I'm
Oh, there you are.
headed
Oh, you're
south
down. Yeah.
through.
I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah.
swing it a little wider than you are.
Yeah, you need to get down here. I just went across through 500 right now. Come on, get in that white arc.
750.
Need to get these flaps in. All right, first notch.
Now, I thought on the 172 the white arc was only for either full or second level of flaps. I thought the first level of flaps was above that, but I could be wrong.
You can look in the manual.
I thought the manual.
I watch a lot of Aviation 101, and he doesn't drop his flaps until he gets into the white arcs.
Okay, that was exactly what I was going to say. That's what I would look at.
And he's got a 172.
Yeah.
Well, I am low.
I just crossed 500. Whoa, pulled up a little too hard there. Okay. I'm in the white. How long is this runway?
It's long enough, but it's not very long.
I'm just saying, do I need my flaps?
It's 1,845 feet.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, definitely use those flaps.
Coming in a little hot. Alright, one of the things I love about this plane is I can come in at idle.
Right.
She
All right,
glides
clear the
really
runway.
well. I'm still coming in too hot though.
Oh, you'll make it. I was able to pull off for the
Flare
taxiway.
at the end here. Come on, come down. Brakes.
Easy peasy.
Is it just me, or does that hill over there have a big hole in it? To the left.
Where?
To the left above the
Yes.
buildings. Okay.
Yes, there is definitely some terrain stitching problems
Okay.
there.
I just didn't know if there was, some sort of, I don't know, anomaly there.
I'm gonna double check, make sure I got enough fuel here.
Yeah, I know I'm good on fuel. Just for peace of mind, I'm going to reset my flight plan. So give me a second to do that.
Yeah, and I think for because when we go up to this stop up here, they probably have fuel. Let me look at the.
Oh, our next stop, you mean?
Yeah. Because in part 2, we'll be going up and doing a fuel stop.
And that's Papa Alpha Sierra William, right? Squitna.
So, yeah, Squintna.
Okay. Yeah, they've got to have fuel up there.
I would imagine so.
Did you see my pretty paint job?
It doesn't show up for me.
Oh, you don't see my pretty metallic blue?
No.
Well, that sucks.
I wonder if I have the same
Maybe you have to
package.
Yeah, maybe not.
I wonder if it would show
I
up.
found a package that gives you the Aviation 101 guy's stuff too. His paint job.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a package
Nice.
out there with his paint job.
Yeah, it's
Which is a
quite
nice
nice,
paint
definitely.
job. I like that paint job, so I grabbed it. It was on that,
Yeah.
what is it, flightsim.to or whatever it was site.
Right. He uses a like a factory, because he was in his Alaska videos when he went up to is it the guy, the Angle of Attack,
Yeah,
who flies up here. He found a Cessna with the exact same
yep,
paint pattern.
yep, I watched that series. That's kind of a bummer though that the paint job doesn't come through. Oh well. Are we taking
Yeah.
off on 3-4 as well?
Yeah, I want to kind of go out the same way.
Okay. You know, there's some dude sitting behind you
Like a real dude?
in the plane.
Oh yeah. In the exterior views, I have a co-pilot.
Yeah,
But if I look inside,
yeah, it's
they're
weird.
gone.
I know, same thing.
It's like a ghost co-pilot.
Did you see in one of the AV101 videos, he's got the co-pilot from the movie Airplane?
I saw that. The pillow.
The pillow. I love it.
Otto.
Yeah, Otto. Which, by the way, I watched that movie today, so I was just like, hey.
I saw that. You posted.
You're
it.
going the wrong way if we're taking off that same direction.
No, we're going out the way we came in.
Oh, okay. All right.
We land at 3-4. I want to take off 1-1-6.
Okay, then I screwed
because
up.
it's funner
completely.
that way.
I just assumed we were gonna follow the same pattern. That's fine. I'm good with that. Let me turn.
Is there a
around
sock
and
here? I
down.
mean, I didn't really even check the winds here.
No, but I can see if there's ATIS. There's automated weather in game.
Yeah, there's ASOS.
Wind
135.4.
Wind calm.
Wind calm. Do whatever we want.
Yeah, I better slow down now or I'm gonna be in the drink down here.
Take my tail off.
I was taxiing like I was running the NASCAR race.
Yeah, I'm jealous of your analog brakes.
That's nice.
For me, I'm just using the trigger, like the gun trigger.
Yeah. That's what I always
And
used
it-
on the. That's what I always used until I got the pedals. I mean, basically.
Yeah, but it's just on or off.
Yep.
So it's kind of hard to, especially in a tail wheel, to modulate the
A
brakes.
tail
to make sure
dragger,
I
it's a
don't
lot
nose in.
harder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to face plant those things.
All right, you ready? Got one
Yep.
notch flaps.
Ready as I can be.
Going to full power.
I'm pretty sure you can out accelerate me, so I'm gonna power right up.
Tails
behind
up. We got a Cessna coming onto the. Hey, dude,
you. I don't see him.
he's on my screen. Must be like AI traffic
I
or
see
something.
him somebody taxiing. Yeah, it's gotta be AI traffic. Whoa, 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 whoa. Too steep, too steep.
So for the way back, we basically go back to the same spit of land. And we're just going to cross right over Homer and start the long leg up north.
Yeah, at which point I will try to engage autopilot if it doesn't try to kill me like it did last week.
Yeah, autopilot gets weird.
That is the only time it's done anything that bad to me. Usually it mostly behaves. Oh, flaps.
It's
I'm like, why am I
it's
not
tried to
gaining
kill me.
airspeed? I forgot to bring my flaps up.
It's tried to kill me a few times. All right, let me get leg number 2 loaded in here.
Nope, it's doing good now. Okay. So what's our altitude going to be for this?
We'll climb up to get comfortable crossing back over to Homer.
2,000.
I got up to 3,500. It's
Okay.
easy. Probably 2,500 or 3,000 would be just fine.
Good 35.
All right, we got 152 miles, nautical miles.
You gotta pick me up some airspeed that takeoff. I forgot the flaps. So, pick up some airspeed
we're
and
gonna
I'll
do
start
is-
my climb. There we go. Okay.
This way.
What did you say you got? How many miles? 150?
100, at least 150.
Yeah, I got
straight
150.9
line.
where I am right now. So, and I hope you're ahead of me. I don't know where you are. Are you still going up the edge like you were?
Yeah, kind of retracing our steps back. I'm
Okay.
currently at a heading of 053. Passing through 1,000, or is that 1,800?
I'm passing through 1,700.
1,900.
All right, I'm coming 060.
2,000.
Oh, there you are. Okay. It's a little more challenging when I don't have the name tags on.
Yeah. they
But I
just got
like
the
it. I
rules
like it
and
because
stuff.
it forces me to be a little more on the ball with that
Mhm.
stuff.
You know, if I wasn't playing at 1080p, if I was playing at some much higher resolution, that might
Might make
be
a
a better.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah. it might be a little more realistic. But you know, if I'm peeping at pixels, you know, just from a
Well, I mean,
plane that's a few miles away.
mine's really not much more than 1080p because it's 3840 by 1200, so it's not like it's 4K.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's so we're gonna go up into these clouds if we go over 2500.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stay right under the base.
Okay, I'm
Because
gonna.
it's nice and clear up here, but we got a nice pocket. But up here by Homer, the base is lower.
Right. Hey, Scribbly Panda, just saw your note. I'm not staring at that screen while I fly, so. Yeah, I'm gonna
Hey,
hold it.
keep
I'm gonna
my
hold
chat.
it 2500 for now. I'm kind of got it to the firewall until I can catch up to you. So,
Yeah.
because I don't
I'll
climb.
back
I
off.
don't climb as quick as you do in the Cub.
No.
If I'd known we were gonna play that game, I would have taken the daughter out, TBM9, and then you get to keep up with me.
Just run
I would have been
circles
just
around.
barely above stall speed to stay with you.
Right. I don't think that thing can stay in the air at 100 knots.
It will. I'm pretty good at keeping it in the air at 100 knots. It's not pleasurable though. It's a little rocky at 100 knots. It's like the Cessna at 65, you know.
Yeah, you're just mushing it. Hi, Jay Wah. Let me know if I'm not pronouncing that right. But hi, welcome.
I'm just passing those couple of islands now.
I see you.
The
I
one
see you
you
back
caught
there.
between before, yeah. And I'm at 045. I'm gonna come to 030. It looks like that's about the direction you are.
That's. Yep, I'm about 028. Yeah, I like these carbon cups. They're nice and sporty.
They are. I don't do well with the tail dragging thing.
On the
Should
ground
I?
or what?
Yeah. I land and nose plant the freaking thing every time. Maybe with these pedals I wouldn't be so bad with it, but
Yeah, get used to those pedals. Those should help out.
I gotta back off the throttle a little. I got flashing red lights here.
Yeah, dude. You don't want to.
I'm doing 130 knots, so I'm gonna come back to around 2450 RPMs. A little choppy.
So,
Getting
is it?
bounced around a little here, yeah.
Getting a little bit, yeah.
I've lost you.
So
I lost you in the fuzzy clouds there.
Yeah, I don't think your clouds are quite the same as mine. I wish it was synced up better.
I am showing 0 Celsius. That makes me a little bit nervous. I'm going to drop a couple hundred feet. And come down to 22.
Hold on.
Yep.
Hello? Alright, I am back with fresh beer. And I gotta turn left. Don't follow me, I went a little too far.
Yeah, I'm going to turn left right about now, I think. It looks like that's about a 330, 315, somewhere in there. Turn left 330.
Ooh, and I got,
It's not going to be enough.
what is it called, IMC here? I am in the fluffy stuff.
So am I, and I'm only at 2,000 feet. I'm gonna come down to 1,500.
Okay, I just got through 2,000. Jay, wow, yeah, it's so you were flying in real life some sport cubs with another cub guy. That sounds like such a blast. I haven't had the chance to do some real flying, although as I'm getting into the sim stuff, I really want to do some in real life stuff. Either find somebody who I can ride along with, or just start taking some discoveries and instructions.
I've actually
Yeah,
looked into a couple flight schools local here.
The problem is it's expensive.
10 grand.
And yeah, exactly, about 10 grand. And then if you want to go flying, it's going to be $100 or $200 an hour if you just want to rent a plane.
Yeah, here you can do like a 172 with a G1000 wet for about between 130 and 150 an hour.
Yeah.
But we're not paying California fuel prices here, so.
Right.
So I'm at 1,500, and I'm still in clouds, but at least I'm at 1 Celsius, so I'm not too worried about.
Yeah. I dropped way down to.
I'm
600.
coming along that little strip of land that you were talking about, the little islands or strip or whatever the heck it is. Are we gonna follow the coast around the thing with Homer, or are we going up over?
I think this is where the weather is going to be a factor. 'Cause I'm not seeing much of any blue sky in that direction.
Yeah.
And there is some terrain. If we follow the straight line.
Oh, the weather is hell up there. I just looked at the radar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's red and orange, and some purple.
Well, I might have to play with the settings to make it a more favorable flying conditions.
I mean, do we want to just flip to clear skies and be done with it?
Or at least broken or something. Let's see what we got.
Let me go
I like
with
some clouds.
high level clouds. No, that's not enough. Broken. Broken's a little much. Scattered? Scattered. I'm going scattered.
Scattered
Yep.
looks good.
Yeah, I'm going scattered. I can come back up to 2,000 feet now, I think, too. Those look like they're about
Yeah.
4,000 feet.
Just altimeter is now 29902.
Oh. Pour on some throttle and get myself up to 2,500.
Yep, and then I'm going to basically get on heading around a 142.
Heading what?
Wait.
Oh, you're going to pick up the nav?
Sorry, I'm looking at nautical miles. 347.
347. Are you just going to follow the nav path up, or are we going around the island?
We are, well, so if we follow the coast, it's going to make a long trip even longer.
Yeah.
But if we basically follow the purple line, it goes to a narrow strip of water, which
Yep.
we're going to cross.
Cross? Okay.
Right up by, there's an airstrip there, Papa Alpha Echo November,
Yep.
Kenai. So right about Kenai, we will cross
Okay.
over.
I'm coming 345 now, so slowly. With a
I
little
gotta
rocket
trim this
back
thing
and
out.
forth.
Keeps
I'm gonna-
wanting to descend into the terrain.
I'm going to pick up
About
the
that.
purple. I don't see you. Am I ahead of you?
No, I see you. You're about to my 8 o'clock. So you're about heading 2-1. So I'm about heading 3040 from you.
Huh. Okay. What's your altitude?
2000. Just crossed 2000.
Oh, there you are. Okay, so you're a ways from me. You turned up a little earlier than I did.
I guess.
Okay. Well, we'll meet up here by where the land narrows. I'm gonna hold airspeed at around 110, I think. Maybe a little less than that. Trying not to go into the red here. I'm getting a little bit of bounce, but I think it's just because I'm so close to the ground. Some turbulence.
I'll drop speed a little bit and vector over in your
The
direction.
view off to the left from where we came from is pretty clear.
Yeah.
Get a screen cap of that. View ahead is nice too. Yeah, I'm moseying along at about 100 knots, so you can get up and get ahead of me easily enough. I'm flying into a 5-knot headwind, so that's helping keep me slow. Getting bounced around pretty heavily. I just lost 300 feet.
Looks like the base is right at about 2,800. Maybe I'm in
I
it.
played with mine, so it might not be. I pushed mine up a little because it was bothering me.
Oh, okay. Well, we should match.
No,
What
I'll
is
bring it back
yours?
down to around 2,800. That's fine.
I just set whatever default scattered clouds is.
Okay, I'll go back and redo that. Default, scattered. Alright, it's back. Yeah, it does look like it's probably just around 3,000, give or take a few. I did something to the time of day though, because it's only 9:08 a.m. What time should it be?
Oh, let's see what time do I have? I have 9:13. It
Oh,
seems
okay.
like it's not moving.
Seems like it wasn't enough for the amount of flying we did. Yeah.
Maybe when we changed the time, it kind of
Change the
went
weather.
back to what we set it to before.
Yeah. You want to push it up to 10 o'clock?
It should be at least like 9:30.
Alright, let's call it 9:30.
I got 9:37.
Okay, I'll match it.
Doesn't have to be exact.
I got a bright sun coming in from the east. I still have no idea where you are. So.
Well, in a few minutes, if I was a snake, I would hit you.
You coming up behind me? Oh, is that you?
It's hard. It's hard to tell if I'm in front of you or behind you. But I'm off to your right.
Oh, there you are. Okay. You were literally in the glare from the sun. That's why I couldn't see you.
Coming out of the sun.
Yep. And I'm at about 115 knots now. It seems like I picked up a little when you played with the weather.
If I was a Messerschmitt, you'd be dead.
Well, you're not.
Yeah, I took my guns off of this to save some weight. You use an autopilot?
Yeah. Yep. Just skimming the bottom of these clouds here.
I'm falling in off your right tail.
Yeah. Oh, holy crap, you're close. Well, you should get ahead of me because you're our leader on this fearless mission.
Yeah, but you're
Here.
going in exactly the right direction.
Because I'm cheating.
How are you cheating? You have an
Well,
autopilot. It's not
Yeah,
cheating.
I know. When we get to the crossover, you'll take me then if you haven't before then. Now I'm down to 108 knots. Yeah, this wind is all over the place right now.
You're talking ground speed?
No, I'm talking airspeed. Ground speed, I'm about 117, 113, 113.
My ground speed says 112.
Well, I'm 113, so that's
Oh, there you go.
close enough. My airspeed keeps going all over the place, and I'm bouncing around like crazy.
It is. We got gusting.
I was half tempted to climb above this lower cloud layer, but
The view down here is nice.
yeah, exactly. Those are some ugly looking clouds ahead too. Ooh,
I know that exterior views are kind of immersion breaking, but I mean, how else are you going to get a view like this?
I know, exactly. I do it too. So now that I got, so the trigger button that used to be my brakes is now the one that flips me from inside to outside the plane.
Oh yeah. I use my I use the middle button on the top of the stick for that.
That might be what I used to use when I had the stick. I don't remember anymore. Most of the time I just reach to the keyboard and hit the end key to flip it back and forth. I just got a nice screenshot of the two of us, by the way,
Cool.
of your plane behind me. Does the Cub even have autopilot?
It does. It has the it's not the G1000, it's the other
Just the basic?
kind. The touchscreen version.
Oh, okay. So AV101, he did some Alaska flights, and
Yeah, you went.
we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got those set up for me to do sometime like next summer when the weather's good.
Well, that was basically
I made a list of his
that
whole
was
route
basically the inspiration for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I saw is they went into Seldovia,
Yeah,
they went to Squentna, they went to Talkeetna,
yeah,
and they
the
went up
Battles.
to Bettles.
Yeah, Tahitian's a fun one. I've already been there once. And I'm interested to land at that one where they stopped to refuel and found the broken down DC-3. I know the DC-3 won't be there in or DC-4, I guess it was. Won't be
Yeah,
there
that's
in January.
between Summit and Bettles.
Yeah, it's Papa Alpha November, I believe it's the airport.
Yeah, the town starts with a name and I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, I can't either.
Nanana or something like that. Something weird.
I do so many flights and stuff now that I think of cities by their airport identifiers most
Right.
of the time. So. Somebody be like, where do you live? About halfway between KDFW and KFTW.
Right.
You know, in a little south of KATW.
Yeah, about 13 nautical miles off of the 137 radius of VOR station.
Yeah. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm trying to get screenshots. It's kind of hard to fly a plane
Get a nice
when you're
screenshot
not
of this.
looking from the back of it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to set up
it's
these
one of the
shots.
beauties of using autopilot.
Right.
I'm getting a couple shots of you up close like this too.
Let me see how close I can get.
Well, from what I just looked, if you're much closer, we're gonna.
Yeah, I'll
have
try to get
take
close
bows or
enough to,
something.
but without sort of ghosting. And this is about as close as I'm gonna be able to
That's definitely closer than I'd want you in real life.
get. Oh yeah, I don't know. Could not do this in real life.
I don't know why I'm so tired tonight. I guess I probably have a minute. I could probably run out and grab a drink. But kind of already blew my calories to bits for today. And I didn't lose as much weight as I wanted this week, so I shouldn't.
There's an airstrip right below us.
Oh yeah.
That is Ninilchik. Oh, the call sign is NIN, as in Nine Inch Nails. Rad.
My wife is from CYCD, which is Nanaimo, Canada, which is west of Vancouver Island. It's about an hour and a half north of Victoria by land.
Mm-hmm.
Saying these names makes me think of that because it's another one of those native sounding names.
Oh, it is bumpy down here.
Yeah. So I was saying before, it's rough. I don't know if it's because we're so close to those clouds or.
Well, I actually dropped down to about 600 feet.
Oh, it's probably really choppy down there
Yeah.
because you're getting. Oh,
The
there you
winds
go.
and the
You're
gusts
off
are
to
coming
my
over the
right,
trees.
way down there. You get much closer to those trees, you're gonna brush the bottom of your plane with them.
I can get closer.
From here, it doesn't look like you can get much closer.
Oh yeah, I was at 670, now I'm at 510.
And
About
this isn't
50.
one of those game glitch monoliths pops up in front of you.
Yeah, I'm right down by the treetops. Yeah,
I get it. You're trying to stay below radar.
like 390.
I'm gonna come right a little bit because otherwise I'm gonna start heading out over the bay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come right 360. Instead of coming right 360. There we go. One now will come right 015.
It's just a sea of trees down here.
And I think I'm going to drop down to 2,000 feet because
It's nice down
these
here.
clouds that I want to be. Just do a gentle 500 feet per minute drop. I'm not
Oh,
going
it's
down.
getting rowdy.
I'm not going down there.
Yeah,
to,
don't come down where I'm at. It's kind of rowdy.
I'd have to use the excuse of my yoke causing problems if I hit the trees. So. Wow, the clouds reflecting off the water is just awesome. With those
Oh, yeah.
mountains in the distance. That is just phenomenal.
I don't think I have my reflection setting all that high. As part of my FPS budget.
Yeah, I took a couple screen caps. And I'll try to repost them. I'm running at about 40 frames right now. Which, anything over 20, this game is pretty smooth, so.
Mm-hmm.
People out
20,
there.
I would definitely notice it. I think 30, 40 is where...
30, 40 is the sweet spot, but every once in a while I get into a busy area or something, or at night if there's a lot of lights, I'll get it dropped down into the 20s sometimes. But it's not offensive. It's not, like I say, the game really manages it pretty well. Usually only if it drops into the teens do I even really notice. Oh, there you are, coming back up behind me.
Yeah, I'm catching up again.
Yeah, I picked up some speed. I'm up to, I guess I can drop back on the throttles. I have about, yeah, I probably want to drop back a little for fuel economy too, now that I look at it. Although it's a trade-off, right? You got so many hours worth of fuel and you go slower, it takes you
Right.
longer. I think I'm
Yeah, but, I mean, it's kind of like free rate. You know,
Right.
85 is going to burn more
right,
cross distance than 75 than 65.
right.
So over the distance, it really does save you gas.
Yeah, I know.
Because, I mean, look at your fuel flow gauge. You have one on there.
I do.
I
yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, if
I'm
you're
burning
at
about
12,
12 right
13,
now. Yeah.
yeah, which is outside of the green, right? Green goes up to 10.
Green is about 11, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'm down, then my RPMs are down around 2,300. No, 12 is the green. 12 is the green. I just pulled it back and noticed.
Okay.
So that gives me, the airspeed I'm at right now is about the green. About the end of the green. And I think I'm still good. I still have over 20 gallons. And I'm using 12 gallons per hour,
Oh, shit. That reminds me.
22 gallons.
I'm at 20 on the left, 23 on the right. I should
Oh,
probably
you
switch
gotta
over.
balance your fuel with that plane, don't you?
Yeah.
No cross feed.
Go.
I did a longer flight in the Bonanza a couple weeks ago and didn't think about that. And I'm flying, I'm like, why is the dang thing
Right.
going lopsided on me? No cross feed. Gotta flip it over. I was down to like a third in one tank and the other tank was full.
It's
And
just
I
the
was-
weight was.
Yeah, the weight, I could feel it. And I was almost done with my flight at that point. So I'm like, okay, I just gotta adapt to this when I land, that's all.
Ooh, I got you on my skylight,
Oh, you're under me?
my window.
That's cool. That was one, there's another plane that has a skylight like that that I really liked. I liked the thought of that. Can't remember which one it was.
Do you have the premium deluxe?
Yeah,
It's the 152. What is it called? The Aerobat.
yep,
It has some windows on the top.
yep.
But I
Maybe that
think
was
the
one I was thinking
the Super Cub, the yellow Super Cub, also has.
of. Yeah,
I mean, this is pretty kind of standard for a Cub or.
there's a couple,
Sort
there's,
of a
there's a couple of the
backcountry.
low wing planes that have it, I know.
Mm,
I can't remember which one's off the top.
okay, isn't there one with kind of like a bubble canopy?
Yeah, that's the one of the ones I was thinking of. I think it's one of the diamonds. I don't know where you went.
I'm to your left,
Oh yeah, you were in my blind spot. Okay.
probably 9 or 10 o'clock.
You're pulling up pretty hard there, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me just, out of my sight line. Up over my way.
Try not to hit you.
There you are, yep. I show about 55 minutes left in this flight. Based on the maneuvering we're planning, maybe call it 60 minutes.
Let's aim towards that coast up there that we're lined up with. Is that spit of land out there
That's where we're
underneath
crossing.
clouds on the horizon? That's where we're going to cross.
Yeah, at about 11 o'clock there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me look at that crossing. From there to here. It's
10
about
miles.
9 miles. If we strictly go across the closest point, it's about 9 miles.
Yep.
But we can, I mean, we don't have to do that. We can kind of skirt as long as we stay within glide distance.
I mean, I might be able
but
to
that-
cut across. It might give us some nice views over there.
Let's call it 10 miles. So the midpoint is 5 miles. To glide 5 miles, how high do you want to be?
4,000 feet? 5,000 feet?
Sounds good.
Is it
Let's
around
go for
1,000 feet
5,000.
per? Yeah. I think I always thought of
1,000.
it about 1,000 feet per, just to play it safe. And that's
1,000
probably
feet per mile.
that's probably conservative, but I'd rather
Mhm.
be safe than sorry on something like that.
I've heard that a Cessna can do like 9 to 1. But I
Yeah.
mean, that might be stretching it.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't like stretching it. I like safe.
Exactly. Huge safety margins.
All right, I'm throttling up for my climb.
We do have clouds to contend to, though.
Yeah.
So we may not want to go through the clouds all the way there.
Yeah, that ship sailed for me. I'm already going up, which is fine. That's why I have
Well, maybe
glass
that'll-
and everything.
Maybe 5,000 or 5,500 or something will get us on above this stuff. And if anyone's going to scout it out, it should be me. I got a cloud right ahead of me, though. Can't. I gotta wait for that to.
So that layer, that bottom layer, looks like it goes up to almost 8,000 feet. Yeah. I show it going from 2,600 to 7,900 on mine. So I'm not
What is that on your settings?
on my settings. Yeah. Where I went and cheated to look at what it said was. I don't know if I can trust it, but it looks to me like it's not that thick. It looks to me like it's more like 1,500 to 2,000 feet.
What altitude are you at?
3,100 and climbing at about
Okay.
500 right now.
All right, we just went through 3,300.
I'm going to increase my climb, try to get it to around 700. I should be able to climb at 700 in this plane at this altitude.
As long as the
Speed's about
airspeed holds
90.
out.
Yeah, I'm using I use FLC now most of the time if I'm using autopilot to climb. So,
Yeah.
and I've got it to 90, and it looks like I'm holding just about 700 feet right now. Obviously, as I get higher, that'll drop. But
Don't forget to lean out the mixture.
yeah, I think I have all the mixture on. But I've never quite figured mixture out, to be honest with you.
I know how it's supposed to work, and like with the Cessna, I mean, as soon as you get above 1,000 or two, you can automatically go to like 75, 80. And you'll immediately notice, if you go from 100 to 80, you'll immediately notice an RPM increase. And that's just a few thousand feet above sea level. Then you get up to 5, 6, 7, you're going to come down to more like 50%. But then it gets less obvious
Right.
what your gains are. And then you really got to pixel peep the meters.
I'm going right between
gauge.
these clouds, so I can still see the ground pretty good. Like I'm threading right between them.
Yeah, I actually had to kind of come between some of the clouds.
Yeah,
I see you. You're off to the right of me, so I'm off to your left. I am up at 5,500,
Oh yeah, you're 1,000 feet
and
above
it's
me.
still kind of up amongst the top of this layer.
Do we want to go up to 6,000?
No, 55 is pretty good. We might have
Okay.
to sort of divert around some clouds a little bit, but it's
Okay.
nice up here.
All right. So 55.
Yeah, 55 looks good. I'm about 57, and that's above most of these tops.
Okay. I'm coming through 49 right now, so.
I gotta trim it out so I stop climbing.
I'm sure my viewers are incredibly excited by this.
Well, I wanted to do something like this, but when you start looking at the distances involved to get to some of these places around Anchorage,
Yeah.
you know, like this was like a 2-hour, 20-minute leg.
And
just
we
to get
barely
from-
touched Alaska.
Right. And that's why I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to be doing a multi-parter here, where, you know, like we couldn't even, like I wanted to get up to Summit, but Summit is going to be another somewhere between 1 and 2 hours from the place we're going right now, Squentna. From Squentna to Summit is like another almost 2 hours. But then get up to Bettles, from like Summit to Bettles. It's going to be well over 2 hours.
Right. Yeah, that's going to be a long flight. That'll be a very pretty
All right.
flight, though.
Oh yeah. It is kind of, once you get over so there's a summit, so you kind of come around and through the summit, the pass. But it's going to be a lot of flat land over there
Yeah.
with a little bit of hills, a little bit of terrain, but mostly flat. Oof. I've been slowly climbing. I'm 6,300.
I'm
Which is
just coming up on
probably-
5,500 now.
You might want to
Come
keep
up to
coming
6?
up to 6,500. Because I am kind of saddling some of these
Pushing
between
the
some of
Cessna
these
a little bit
grounds.
that way, but sure.
Hmm.
I said, yeah, let me just drop airspeed back for that climb.
Yeah, I see you down there. You'll be up here shortly.
Yep, 5,800. 5,900. And now we're leveling a little bit while I recover from that. A little bit too steep of a pull initially. You gotta be in my blind spot or something, because I don't see you in the cockpit.
I'm at your 7 o'clock
Well, you're on
and
that side.
above.
Yeah, I can't see
Yeah.
you back there. I don't
Not
even
far.
see you on external. Is that too close to me, maybe? Oh, there you are. There you
Well,
are. No, I
yeah.
see you. I got you.
You said look up.
Yeah, I definitely can't see you from the cockpit there. Not
No,
really.
that's what I hate about the 172 and the 152. It's that high wing and the very low upper windowsill.
Yeah. Well, it sucks when you're looking for something up above you or like that, but it's great for ground view.
Oh, ground. Yeah, ground is fine. But yeah, I can't look for traffic, and I can't even look. You know, I can't look at final if I want to get on the runway.
Right.
That's my excuse for using having to use external view sometimes.
Well, and the excuse there too is if you were really in the plane, you could maneuver your body around more to get those
Exactly, I
views.
could duck my head. That's what I really want the track IR.
That's the other thing is when I'm parked before I take off, I a lot of times take a lot of external views just so because I would have known what the area around me looked like as I walk up to the plane.
Exactly. You want to look around the airport. You want to see what
Exactly.
taxiways look like.
Yep. Yep. What's parked near me? What I've got to be concerned about when I maneuver out of my spot.
Exactly.
Because I usually try to do it without a pushback if I can.
So we should probably, now that we're up above these clouds, we should probably maneuver to about a
315.
310, 305, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Okay.
And we can see through the clouds, at least from where I'm at, I can see the other side.
I get a tiny glimpse of it. Yeah.
And we're passing right over Kenai.
Yep.
Do they have a
Oh,
they have
I'm
a
getting the
water
middle
runway?
beacon.
Hmm?
I'm getting the middle beacon.
Oh,
Homer has a
the marker.
water runway too.
Yeah, I think they do.
I was looking at the chart before we took off.
You know what sucks though is that they're not in the simulator. They don't have, the simulator doesn't seem to have water runways.
Haven't really looked. There was one in Louisiana, an airport that had one, and I could see something over there, but I think it was just terrain color. I don't think it was really. I don't know if it was really
Well,
water or
right.
not.
So if you look back at this one, it's in the terrain, but if you try to load up there with an amphibious plane, you don't have a water runway to pick from.
Right. Right. Yeah, I know what
Which
you're
I think
saying.
sucks.
Yeah, yeah. I guess you could, if it's an amphibious, you could park, taxi to it, drop into the water, and take off. But that seems kind of silly.
Yeah, yesterday I was playing around with the Icon A5, just because it's the only amphibious option in this game.
Yep.
And it's like, so I know Anchorage is a huge seaplane port, but no, you can't spawn in the water there. And I looked at a few of the other ones in this area, you know, where water.
So I can.
They definitely, in real life, it has water runways, but in this game, they aren't there.
Right. I can clearly see across now. I think another 2 minutes on this heading, and I'll be able to cut right across on 270 heading.
Yeah, I'm about 290 right now.
I'm at 300, and I'm headed right for the point on this side. Oh yeah, I see you over there. I see your lights flashing. The one thing with this yoke, the hat, which you use for views,
Yeah.
is like sensitive to flipping back straight. So I'll be looking to the side and I'll wiggle my thumb just a tiny bit, and suddenly it's bouncing around.
Oh, geez.
It's the biggest
Is
complaint
there
I've
a,
had with it so far.
Is there a sensitivity setting for that though?
I don't know. It's not a.
You can reduce.
It's not analog, so I don't know. It's
Yeah,
definitely
so
a switch.
it's just like mine. It's an on or off
Yeah.
for looking left, right, up, and down. So there should be a slider option for that to see how for the rate of travel of the
Right,
camera when
right.
you use the hat switch.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it. I'm about to cut over.
Okay.
I I'm 285 right now, and I'm just reaching the tip. This seems like
Just
a
the
good
tip?
point. Just the tip. Alright, I'm headed straight across, and I'm going to still be on chat, but if my audio cuts out for a second, it's because I'm walking away from my desk while it crosses.
Sure. Okay.
You know, I don't need to be in the cockpit.
No, I mean, if your engine goes out, then you know the plane goes down by itself, and you won't die. Because you know, if you crash in this game, you die in real life. Yeah.
I was just, however, stalked when I went in the other room by a little orange guy. 10.5-pound, 8-month-old kitten. Well, that's interesting. I was getting drinks earlier, and 7-Eleven had sun-kissed berry lemonade. It's actually pretty good. I said, well, I'll try it, see what it's like. I tend to like that kind of stuff.
It looks like I'll be crossing right underneath you.
Holy shit. 270 calories. Oh, we only live once.
Right.
It's 500 over for the day. It's my wife's fault. Those of you watching who know her don't need to tell her I said that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not like it's recorded or anything.
Or being broadcast to the world. Two of my viewers that may still be viewing know her, so. And she went somewhere tonight, so she's not here to make me behave. And I'm like a 3-year-old. If she's not here to make me behave, I don't. I don't know if any of my KA friends are still watching, but I'm getting attacked by the Ollie right now. Ollie's demanding that I pet him. And if I don't, he'll get on my lap while I'm trying to fly an airplane. That's not good for anybody. No, it's not, buddy. That's why I give you your own chair next to mine, so you can sit there. And I can't pick you up right now. I'm still on weight limit for picking stuff up because of my surgery. Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna reach into the back seat and grab another beer.
Okay. It's good. Lots of beer while you're flying airplanes. It's good. Oh, I know why you came running. You heard the bottle cap. Bottle cap, cat. Bottle cap, cat. Come right heading 285. Come right up this coast here.
I'm just gonna start descending back down a bit.
Okay. Down to like 2,500.
Yeah, down there. Let's get back down below the base. We got some nice clear pockets we can descend through here.
While you were away, I did change my heading a little bit.
Where are you headed?
I'm at 300 right now. Or I'm turning.
I'm at 288. So actually, yeah, there's.
I'm just flying right
okay.
up literally flying up the coastline. So.
Yeah. Because we do need to get back to like a 350, almost 355-ish.
Yeah.
So I'll head in that direction.
Well, we're going to have to skirt those mountains ahead if we're going to be low. So we're going to have to probably come around like 015 and cross that river. And then pick the heading back up after that.
Let me pull up my terrain. Oh yeah. Well, there's this stuff here. It's pretty low. My terrain is in topography is in meters, so it's 800 meters. It's about 860, 870, so about 3,000 or a little under.
That's a little. That's.
But it's all we have to do is divert a little bit to the left. Because there's it's kind of a low country.
Because the G1000 is looking like it's pretty hairy if we don't go right around that. On my terrain.
You see Beluga Lake?
Is that the one with the squiggly
North of
river
us?
coming down to the water?
No, further. A little less than halfway from where we are to.
Kongabuna Lake. Beluga Lake, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so I see us kind of passing over that.
Okay.
And then northeast of Beluga Lake, we pass over a small lake. I don't see a name on it. And kind of follow this river, and it goes between the mountains. We should be able to get through there.
You can try that. Yep.
And I gotta go way over here this way.
I'm going to come right a little bit right now.
Yeah, so I'm lined up at about 345.
That's just what I was thinking, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, Revenger. Thanks for dropping by. Trying to be ATC again? Well, we're out in Alaska. We are in the Wild West of aviation out here. There ain't nobody to worry about. We can do pretty much whatever we want.
Except that guy who was buzzing us when we were taking off from homework.
True. He was definitely not following IRL protocol.
He was good though. I gotta give him props for his skill.
Mm-hmm. He didn't crash.
Nope.
And he was like, 10 feet off the runway at full speed.
Upside down sometimes.
Yeah.
He came at me upside down at about 60 feet above the runway.
Yeah, Revenger, we're in the bush. And if you'd like, dueling banjos. It's because we're out in the sticks.
So are we holding
So
245 now? Is that what we're doing?
I'm at Heading 356.
And what altitude are you flying at?
I'm coming down through 3800 right now.
Oh, I'm at 2500 already. I'm just
Yeah,
wondering
yeah.
where we're stopping. I've got it set for 2000.
It depends on where the base is.
Base is
Just get
about
below the-
2500.
Cool. 2000 sounds good then.
Okay. Because I'm at 2300 right now, and I feel like I could brush him if I reached up.
Mhm. Let's see what some of this terrain looks like. 300, 350 meters, 400 meters. That's probably 1500 feet. Uh, 400 meters. Okay, so that's going down. So it's 200 meters. Okay, we're still good. Meters. This pass here is, oh, it's easy. 100 meters, 200 meters, easy. All right, we should be well below this base for the whole way.
Do they have a version of that in Freedom units, or?
Yeah, right, I'm just basically multiplying by 3.
Yeah.
I don't know, for whatever reason,
Throttle. I got down to my altitude and wasn't paying attention. I was down to 65 knots.
Oh, you leveled off? Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's the
happened
thing about
because
autopilot. It's like cruise control. You just
you
kind of
forget
let it go
about
and you kind of
Yeah.
you forget to do the other things you got to
It's
do
even
along
worse
with
in
it.
my car because I have smart cruise and steering assist, and it's like you point it
Oh,
down the
I
road
know.
and just kind of forget about it.
Yeah.
Which people are like, doesn't that make you a worse driver? Probably not, because the computer does it better than any human could. So
Yeah, basically.
the problem
think
then is
about-
if I get like a rental car or something that doesn't have that stuff, I'm like, why am I gaining
Then
on
you're
this guy?
fucked.
Why isn't the car stopping me from gaining on this guy?
Yeah.
Are you ahead of
It's
me,
like-
or is that somebody else?
I don't know.
There's a plane at my like 1 o'clock, but it's way the hell up there.
Oh, I see you. Yeah, I'm probably at your 1 o'clock.
Okay. Of course, you
I
didn't
did
drop
do
down
more
to
of a.
you didn't drop down
I
to
did
60
do more of an
knots.
angled cross, and I think you did more of a.
I went
a
straight
straight
across.
across.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it's kind of a waste to do a straight across because you're well within gliding distance.
Yeah, I
Um,
know.
You know. Because I think our midpoint for the crossing was 5 miles away. You get no more than 5 miles away from the coast. So as long as you're 5 miles away from the coast, you know, in your path,
Yep.
then you know you don't have to go all the way up and stay over land. You just stay within glide slope. Man, we still got like 50 minutes to go in this flight.
That's I show 29 minutes.
Yeah, but what did oh, am I don't think I set the flight plan. That's what so it's basically counting up away from
You're getting further and further from the last destination.
yeah, which was Soldovia. Let me fix that.
I was like, that's backwards. We've been.
Exactly. So
Oh, you're at my like 11:30 right now, so I'm gonna come to the left a little bit. Come left 360.
Where's nope. And escape does not work in game. I'm hitting escape to try to get out of the the flight display menu.
Escape on your keyboard, you mean?
Well, right, which
That
pauses the game. I don't want to pause the game. I just want to get out of the in-game menu, not the game menu, the plane's screen. You know, so PASO, Papa Alpha Sierra Oscar. What's it doing? This one is.
Dude, you can't get on my lap while I'm flying. Oh, Revenger's in my flight now. Or in my
I got,
chat.
I gave the multi.
WTF 666 squawk 69er 69er.
That's the same thing he told me.
Complacency. You are such a attention vampire tonight, Oliver. You know I had my tumor cut out. I don't need to have another one. You don't need to be like a tumor. No, now Goober's gonna come up here too. Then things will get ugly because Oliver doesn't like Goober.
Sierra Whiskey.
Alright, back down.
What is 24 plus 16?
40. So I'm currently set to come just right of Beluga. Is that what I should be doing, or should I be heading for the center?
I'm probably going to fly right over it, or just fly over the very eastern tip of it.
That's what I mean, okay, alright. Yeah, because the hills are a little too steep otherwise, I think, at this altitude. I think I'm going to come up 500 feet.
I had my nose buried in the screen so long, I think I'm down at 1,900 feet.
I'm not liking the bumpy.
Hey, Luke is here. Have a great stream. 3 a.m. here. Yep. Thank you guys for sticking with the community. We're discussing growth in terms of staff gaming soon. Cool. Yeah, just let us know. We're here for it. Thanks for dropping by. I'm supposing you're probably off to bed at 3 a.m. Unless you're going to go out and party. I mean, it's 3
that gives us how many hours to overthrow the
night.
server before he gets back?
Exactly. All right, Revenger, you have a good one too. Thanks for dropping by, and I hope you dropped Perry a follow, because we'll be doing another flight tomorrow on his stream.
Yep, 1800 Zulu.
Awesome. Appreciate the support, dude. Take care. Enter. All right, there we go.
Alright, I'm going to come left to 250. That'll get me
I am
just
down
to
in
the
the
left
weeds.
of that hill.
For 4 weeks? What is this? Some kind of quarantine shit? Or are they in lockdown? I think you said Ireland was going back into lockdown, right?
Luke, yeah, he said last week they were going back into lockdown.
Yeah, that sucks. It's really hard to target exactly what you're supposed to. I mean, for a government or a mayor of a town or the county or the.
And the bigger the area,
state.
the harder it is too.
Right.
That's why, like here in Texas, they're doing it by county level for the most part. There are some state guidelines, but for the most part, the governor has said, counties, you take care of yourselves. Yeah. We're too big to take care of everybody. You know.
Well, out here in California, it's basically California kind of orchestrating what the counties are going to be doing.
Yeah. I mean, there's some coordination at the state level here, but like as far as are restaurants allowed to be open and what's their seating capacity and that kind of stuff, completely done at the county level. The state
Yeah, so they've
said, the
opened up
state said,
by
here's the
county.
max, and then the counties can do anything up to that limit, basically.
Like they have this color coding system, so like, you know, this and this county can start doing these things, but these counties still have to, you know, stop doing stuff,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, here in Tarrant County, we had one city that rebelled against the regulations. So our county judge is the head guy, I guess, and he said, here's the mandate. You know, public places, stores, et cetera, you gotta wear a mask. These types of things are
Right.
exceptions. And the city next to me was like, screw you, we're not enforcing it. So they sent in the sheriff's department, which is county level, and said, we will enforce it.
Yeah.
Shut down a couple businesses, suddenly everybody fell in the line.
Yeah, Luke, that sucks. I mean, lockdown sucks, but then
It does.
to not have employment during lockdown is just
Double bad, yeah.
just so much worse. I mean, it's hopefully, you know, here in the U.S., you know, we've had things. We had one little tax break, and you know, they're supposed to be doing a lot more. And hopefully, locally, you'll have things like, like just staying off evictions and that kind of thing, which is really needed. You know, somebody's got to take into account, you know,
The income loss.
what everybody is being impacted by.
I mean,
So
our
just hang in
company-
there, and hopefully you've got the resources available to keep going.
Yeah, just hang in there.
That is screwed.
Company I work for cut the staff in half immediately when COVID happened,
Hmm.
permanently. Everybody, you know, actually we cut it down to about a third originally. Now we're back up to about 2/3 staff, but for those first 2 months, for April and May, everybody who stayed had to take a 50% pay cut. And
Oh,
then,
jeez.
and then they restored us to the 90% level permanently. So basically it's a 10% pay cut permanently. Which was not exactly pleasant either.
No, it's tough times.
But it's tough times, and like, you know, like I said to a couple of coworkers who were really getting upset about it, like, if they can't afford to do that, if they can't afford to pay us, then they go out of business and we're all out on the street, you know, completely.
Right.
So it's tough decisions, and the guy who owns the company or runs the company I work for is very cognizant of that. But actually, management above a certain level, and I fell just below that threshold because I'm middle management. Upper management took a 20% cut permanently, and that's a big
Yeah,
cut.
that's great.
I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd be like, I'm out of here. At that point, I'm better off risking unemployment than finding something else.
Right. Because at least unemployment would be based on your previous salary.
It is, but it's a fraction of it still. It's like, but I calculated it out. If I had taken a 20% cut, when I did the 50% cut for 2 months, I would have been better off not working for those 2 months. Except
Oh, yeah,
I wouldn't.
'cause I
Except
think,
I wouldn't have been
at least here in
guaranteed a seat.
California,
Except I wouldn't have been
we get,
guaranteed
like-
a seat at the end of the ride. So that was the reason that I didn't do it.
Because if I get unemployment, it's like 60%.
Hold on a second. I'm just coming up on this beluga. Is that a glacier off to the west of Lake Beluga?
Yeah, that's what is that,
Beluga?
Denali over there? It's yeah,
Oh, is
so
that
that's the bottom
Denali
of the
over there?
glacier.
Okay, so that's the big lot. That's the big glacier. Okay.
That is Triumvirate Glacier. Right behind Beluga Lake.
So
Yeah, Luke.
we're really passing to the east of Beluga Lake. I mean, I'm just skirting the east side of it.
Yeah, and you're slightly to the west of where I am, or you're kind of behind me. I am
I'm a
trying to
little
slow
bit
down
west.
for you to catch up.
That's all right. It's no big deal. I'm hanging
Oh,
around
yeah.
110 knots. I can't go much. Well, I guess I can go a little faster.
As long as you got the fuel for it.
Now that I know I only have a half hour left, hell yeah, I got 20 gallons of fuel left. I can put it to the
So-
firewall and make it no problem.
Luke, if you're asking how long until our destination, it looks like we got about 30 minutes, 27 minutes.
I gotta go fly around Mount Denali sometime. Mount McKinley.
Cool.
That's what it is. It's Mount McKinley.
Luke is going to stick around. Luke, I hope you got Perry on there, because if you do a multi, exclamation point multi, did I not spell that right? I did not spell that right. M-U-L-T-I. If you watch that link, you can watch us both. If you're,
I didn't know it did that. Does it do that automatically, or is
It's-
that something I need to set up?
there are several third-party websites where you can put in multiple streams, and then you can put them on the screen at once.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm just passing the lake now, so I'm getting to see that glacier and Denali in the background. That looks pretty
Yeah.
awesome. Makes me want to divert, go over there and fly around it, but
That's for another day.
That's for
We still
another
got about half hour to go.
yeah. Well, you nailed it. You said it would be about 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I plotted this. I mean, so I've got, in little nav maps, you can put in the aircraft performance, what rate and speed it climbs and cruises and descends.
You get an estimate.
So I tried to do that for the Cessna and for the Carbon Cup, and so when I do these flight plans, it's fairly close to what it would probably be.
I see Luke. Hey, Luke. Thanks for coming in. I should really
Awesome.
step back and take a picture of my setup right now. It looks pretty crazy. I've got my monitor.
Well, you got
I got the wide monitor, but then I have a 43-inch TV off to my left and a laptop off to my right.
Oh, then you got the yoke, you've got the rudder pedals now.
Yeah,
Now all you need is a throttle quadrant.
I have one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Nice.
when I bought the yoke, I bought the kit that came with the 3-lever throttle quadrant. What's really nice about this yoke is right in the middle is a clock, a digital clock. It gives me my current time, where I can flip it over into a stopwatch mode.
So Luke is asking if we tried FatSim. Yes, I love FatSim. I've only done it a
I
few
have not.
times, but it's really, because the in-game ATC is shit. It does some things well, but when it goes wrong, it goes so wrong.
Yeah, I'd
And-
say it's usable is what I guess I would say, but you're right, it's not great.
Yeah.
It does
So
some things really badly.
the only problem I have with FatSim is that, so when you look at the like Vatastic or the maps where it shows all of the stuff that's going on, where the coverage is, who's flying, Europe is like 10 times more popular and more active than the United States. So
Are you on the floor?
yeah, I'm down here at 1600
Oh,
ish.
that's
Oh
good.
god, it's getting really bumpy and rowdy up here. I'm gonna start climbing.
Yeah, I'm at 24 and it ain't that great, so.
My nose is all over the place.
Sorry.
So out here in the United States, it's, we have like a dozen centers and like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 at any given time, or even controlled, let alone individual towers. Even major airports, most major airports aren't covered by VATSIM at any given time. So if I want to do some flying and I see the LA Center or somewhere in the Southwest or maybe Atlanta or something is being covered, I'll try to get in and, you know, find some place to fly. Pilot Edge. Is Pilot Edge another live ATC thing? Pilot Edge is, isn't it subscription or something like that? You have to pay for it?
I thought VATSIM was.
No, VATSIM is free. I've already done several VATSIM things. You just need to, there are a lot of I's and T's you got to cross and dot. And, but it's mainly, you just, you know, you'd have to do something pretty egregious to get in trouble. Pay an entry fee. Yeah. 'Cause I think what I heard described was that Pilot Edge is kind of study level if you really want to get that far. Like it can actually count towards air traffic training. There was something more official than just kind of the community-led VATSIM and what's the other one? The other one is called IVAO.
Yeah, I've heard
I know
of that
that's
one.
so that one is free as well in community. And I think Pilot Edge is the one where you kind of pay for it, but you have actual professional level, not just community level. I mean, the community stuff is already really damn good, but at the end of the day, it's still kind of just role playing.
Alright, I just did a panoramic photo of what my desk looks like, because that was the only way I could get it all. And I wobbled
Right.
a little bit for part of it, so you'll see a little bit of not perfect video.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm serious enough for Pilot Edge. And maybe they have sort of tiers. Maybe the, you know, the entry level for Pilot Edge is just like the other stuff like VATSIM and IVAO. But I've only done VATSIM like 3, maybe 4 times. I definitely want to do it some more though. But there's a thing where I go, I want to do VATSIM, and then I go in there and I get really like anxious. How do I want to get everything just right before I connect and start, you know, trying to get clearance and stuff. You've seen videos where people get banned for the dumb stuff? Like what happens is a controller get, you know, on Pilot Edge. Yeah, okay. I imagine on Pilot Edge they would kind of take it to a level where anything you do in real life needs to, you know, anything you do in Pilot Edge probably needs to conform to some kind of real life thing.
I just posted that panoramic of my setup so you guys can see what I was talking about.
Cool. I'll have to take a look.
Yeah. It's in general. I tagged both of you on it, so look at it really. Definitely not
So if
right
anybody
now.
who's not here from the Flight Lounge, !TFL. So Perry and Luke and I are all part of this this growing Discord community where we like to fly with each other. Mostly Microsoft. I don't think anybody else is not in Microsoft Simulator.
I haven't heard of anybody active, at least. It's not
It's getting a bit foggy to the right, to the east.
Oh, I was going to ask you. So
Okay,
we're
but-
going left of that mountain on the right, right? You said through
we're
that
going
little
straight
channel
through
where
the-
that little tiny lake is in the middle, right?
Yeah, we're kind of going straight through this pass and then
Got
in
it.
front of us. got about a 345.
Because I don't know where you are. I lost track of you.
Let's see. I was trying to slow down. I'm kind of right ahead of you. But
Oh, you're high. Okay. I'm
about
at 2,500.
3,000.
Yeah, I'm at 2,500, so that's why.
okay.
Is it
I am
clear
gonna
up
come
to
down.
3,000?
Not really, because I'm
Okay.
looking right in. I'm looking right at the base right now.
Okay.
Even though it's clear where we are,
All right.
I'll come down. There's plenty of room below the base.
I'm hearing voices in my head. That means my batteries are getting low.
Well, Luke, the nice thing about us all being in Microsoft Flight Simulators, we can do group flights and not have to worry about going over to VATSIM to sync up and whatnot. So,
True.
because I have done group flights on VATSIM, and you've got like, you've got generic planes, and they're all herky-jerky around each other, and you can't really fly in formation. It's just, way different. Cessnas that are, representing tail draggers, which is really funny to see these tripod planes kind of sitting like this on the ground. No, Luke, we'll talk about getting some more people. We got to get some bigger group flights, because I've been in group flights with like other Twitch streamers, and get 5, 10, 15, 100 plus people, and you just have this huge gaggle of planes. We need to get some more people flying together, even if it's like, talk to the people who are already in our community and say, hey, who wants to get in on this? Find the right times, find the right days, that kind of thing.
That'd be a blast.
Yeah. All right, I'm down at 2,000? Yeah, 2,000.
Yeah, you're lower than I am. I'm not getting that close to those hills as we go around them.
They're pretty gentle. They're pretty far away. It's not like mountain flying. We were talking about add-ons and how it was kind of messing with load times. I basically removed everything, and I need to go back and sort of look at what I want to put back in.
I bought a
One
couple
thing I
of
did-
add-ons from the marketplace, and those have been good. They didn't seem to affect performance any, but a couple of the ones I downloaded did.
Well, those are going to be like airports and stuff. The ones that were bogging me down were, entire landscapes like Zion, Bryce Canyon.
Yeah. That's
That
true.
kind of thing.
Well, I did buy DC, because I do a fair amount of flying around DC, and I wanted the buildings to look somewhat proper.
That DC pack looked really good.
That's where I got it. And I did Bradley International Airport in Connecticut as well, because that was kind of the home, not the closest airfield to me, but the closest decent sized airport, where jets and stuff would come in and out, to where I grew
Yeah.
up. The largest commercial international airport. And I felt like I go in and out of that area enough, I may as well buy it. And it is awesome. I mean, they did a beautiful job on it. There's a Sheraton right in the middle of the terminal, like in the airport. And if you're taxiing up to the gates, you can see the Sheraton with the big logo and everything. They did a very good job with I'm sure it's all photo generated, It's just really well done.
Nice.
So, are you starting to bank to the right, or am I seeing things?
I did. We're coming through the pass here. We're clearing the mountains on the
I
right.
didn't look at what the runways are at this airport, so.
Oh, I know exactly where we're coming in. So we're going to come in from the east, over the river.
Okay, so I'm going to start swinging right then.
So I don't know exactly which runway it is.
I'm going to come right 015.
Runway 28.
Okay.
We still got a ways to go. We got about, actually, we've only got about 10 miles.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm
It's the
35.
home stretch.
I'm about, yeah. I think I'm about 11.6 miles out. Oliver, that is not a proper place for you. Come on, buddy. You can't be up there while I'm flying.
So you're about a mile or mile and a half behind me then.
Why are you such? This cat is being exceptional.
Luke's getting the 787 tomorrow.
Oh,
Nice.
those are expensive. His airline must be doing pretty good.
Mm.
Dude. Okay, I give up. I now have a cat on the back of my pilot's chair. I don't know where the fuck he thinks he's going from there, but there is nowhere for you to go, buddy. You're just making the chair tip, too. This is going to be really annoying when I land if you don't get down. Whoops. I disconnected by mistake. What?
Still on my screen.
No, I disconnected from the stupid chat. I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on. Alright, I'm back.
Got it.
I was doing something with my laptop and I connected that to the audio by mistake.
All right, it did a 360 and now I'm right up on your left.
Okay. I think the other reason, oh, there you are, yeah. I think the other reason I haven't tried Vatsim is my nature in gaming is to be an antisocial gamer. This is like literally the most social I've ever been in video gaming of any type. Is doing these flights with you. It's just not my thing. So I'm going 030 to cross over. I think that'll be enough, wide enough. You're a pain in the butt, cat. If you stay there, that's fine. It's all good. It's all good, man. Just like the lawyer. Really need to fix that chair. .1 miles out south of the airport. So I'm stupid and I disconnected again. But I'm back.
Oh, hi.
I disconnected from Discord by mistake. I'm like, oh, I'm not using Discord. X. No, not X. Minimize.
What the hell?
So we're 5 miles south right now. I don't see the runway, and I feel like I should.
So you see the river?
Yeah, see a lot of
Where you
rivers.
at? Come to the left a bit, because you're way off to the right.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna.
You're way off to the east.
I'm gonna kill autopilot and take it in the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna start bringing the altitude down too.
But if you can see where the airport is, you're looking for a runway 28.
Yeah, I see where it is on
So-
the map, so.
I'm basically on the base right now.
I'm gonna aim for that little pond. And I believe if I turn left from there, I'll be right on track for the runway. I need to lose some altitude.
Luke, I'm not subscribing to Navigraph, but I know Perry is.
I have Navigraph Ultimate.
Yeah. He's got the good stuff.
And it
All
does
right, I'm
not
trying
have
to
this
find
airport
right
on
now.
it, by the way.
How does it not have this airport?
It's too small. Some of these little tiny fields it doesn't have. Remember, it's using
Not-
Jefferson data, so
there
if
it
it's
is.
not in Jefferson's database, they don't have it.
Well, then it must not be very good for backcountry flying because
I would say it's okay for backcountry. It's like almost any airport I find that's got a paved runway it's got. Although it didn't have either of these last two for today, so I take that back. River looks a little funky here as far as elevations.
this is a pretty long runway, 3,400 feet.
Okay, I'm turning
Now,
in.
If it was asphalt, I wouldn't bother with
I
flaps,
wish a
but
little bit.
being
Is this gravel?
dirt. It's
Oh,
dirt
dirt?
or gravel. I can't remember. What is going on with this thing? I've seen this airport in videos, and it's what the hell?
What's wrong?
Is there no airport here in the game?
I see it. You're on the runway.
I don't have a runway here.
I see your lights flashing on the runway.
I have terrain and
500.
hills with a little bit of clearing. And what the hell is going on here?
You got something glitching.
This runway
You
doesn't
just,
exist
You just
for
went
me.
off the left of the runway. Like if you can pause and flip over to my stream, you'll see I'm coming in on the runway right now.
Because I was following the runway as it appears. Yeah. What the hell?
You don't have that. Is what
That's
you're
not
saying.
what it looks like on my screen.
It definitely looks unfinished on mine, like it's just gravel, but I guess that's what it's supposed to be, right? Dirt or gravel?
Yeah. Yeah, in real life it's dirt. I don't even think it's gravel.
I'm only coming in on one level of flaps. Oh, pedals,
What
pedals.
the hell is this? I'm basically in
I love
the
how
woods.
there's grass growing up out of it too.
Okay, but where are you?
I'm on the runway.
I'm trying to find. Yep, there you are. Okay. Yeah, you landed the same way I did, except you have a runway and I don't.
I hear a motor. Oh, there you are.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I don't know where we're supposed to park at this place, but
Well, all I've got is grass and trees and rolling hills. I mean, Perry could tell you because he's right. And Luke is looking at both our screens right now at the same time.
that's weird.
I just don't know what would cause this. 'Cause it's in the game. All right, and Luke, I've got little nav maps in the corner. You can see that I landed right on the runway where it's supposed to be, and then I saw Perry come in right behind me. So in my game, it's rolling hills, and there's a clearing in the trees that follows where the runway should be. But other than that, it's just natural terrain. There is a tower here. There's like a radio tower here.
That was 1 hour, 49 minutes, 17 seconds of flight.
Cool. You made a good time. Because I had it as 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Yep.
I wonder if that was a tailwind or something.
And
Although I
apparently
probably had it.
Apparently I've flown a total of 251 hours.
Really?
18 3/4 of which were at night. I don't like flying at night.
Oh, you're talking about total, not just this
Yeah.
plane.
Yeah, total. This plane I probably got 140 or 50 hours on.
I think the Cessna once. So the hours inside the plane, does that actually track with how many hours you've
Yeah.
played in
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
You've flown in that?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
know
the
it
Cessna-
does because when I first got it, it had 0 hours on the plane.
Yeah, so did mine.
The other thing I've noticed is that as time has gone on, I have more scratches and scuffs on the windows.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's-
if that's the case, then how do we like? There's no
I-
maintaining.
I
There's
was
no
trying to figure out how to
washing.
clean my windows. I think I mentioned
Right?
that in the server at one point. I'm like, how do I clean my damn windows? Like
Right.
my TBM has bug splats on the window, and I'm like, how do I get rid of these?
I have total 78 hours. I wish when you, if I search for Cessna 172, I wish it would, instead of saying 78 hours, it would say total up just for that,
Yeah, that would be
Fine.
nice.
just for the search results.
All right, people watching my stream, thanks for watching. We're cutting the stream now. It'll be on YouTube in a few hours.